Assalamualaikum and hi. Today I'm going to present for my individual lab assignment for subject MAT491 Calculus 3. Let me give you some brief introduction about myself. My name is Nurin Nadhirah binti Hassim. My student ID is 2023660238 and I'm from N4 CS248 3B1. Let's get going to the introduction part of this lab assignment. The question has been distributed by Madam Farah, our lecturer, and the question have two sections. Each section have different quantity of questions. So the section A have 12 questions, but while the section B have 4 questions. But the task is only to solve 2 questions from each of the section. All the implementation of coding for this question must be did in MAT491 software. Section A, as I mentioned before, we need to choose 2 questions from this section, and then we need to plot the following surfaces using either the 3 options of plotting, whether we want to use plot 3D, implicit plot 3D, or parametric plot. So at the end of this implementation, we need to name the surfaces. We also need to experiment with the limit of the variable. So I have choose the first question, which is z is equal to x squared plus y squared. We just need to key in restart and with plot into the MAT491 software. So I have choose to use implicit plot 3D for my option of plotting. So I just need to type in implicit plot 3D. In the bracket, z is equal to x squared plus y squared. My variable is x is equal to negative 2, 2, y is equal to negative 2, 2, and z is also negative 2, 2. After the implementation in the MAT491 software, I have get the name of surfaces for my first question, which is elliptical paraboloid. Moving next to my next question, I have choose the second question, which is x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 4. So to implement all the coding into this MAT491 software, we just need to type in restart and with plot. For this second question, I have also chosen the implicit plot 3D for my choice of plotting. So to implement this into the software, we just need to type in implicit plot 3D, x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 4. And I have also set the limit of this variable. I have set them to negative 2 and 2 for x, y, and z. The name of the surfaces that I get from this question is sphere. Moving forward to the next section, which is section B, and I have choose 2 questions from this section. And my first question is plot the solid that lies between the cone z is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared, and the plane z is equal to 4. To implement this question, we just need to type in restart and then with plot, and also we need to write down the fx is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared, and also z is equal to 4. To get the cone, as you can see here, we just need to implement all the coding into the MAT491 software. To get the base for this question, we just need to implement all this coding into the MAT491 software. And as you can see here, you can see this base. This base is actually in the cylinder shape. For this question, after you implement all the coding into the MAT491 software, you will need to combine the base and the cone to get this kind of surfaces. Moving forward to the next question, which is the third question from section B. The question sounds plot the solid bounded by hemisphere z is equal to square root of 25 minus x squared minus y squared, and the cylinder x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 and above the xy plane. We just need to type in to implement the coding into the MAT491 software by typing in the restart and then we plot, and then we need to find the hemisphere by implement all this coding into the MAT491 software. To get the cylinder, we just need to implement all of this coding into the Maple software, and then you get this cylinder. To get the annular plane, we just need to use the plot 3D implementation into the Maple software, and you get this annular plane. After implementing the coding to combine the hemisphere, annular plane, and also the cylinder, you will get this kind of surfaces. Moving forward to the last part of this lab assignment, which is the conclusion. From what I can conclude from this group assignment, I actually learned a lot because I didn't know that we can plot this interesting shape in the Maple software before. I have used Maple software before for my linear algebra, but it's not that interesting as I did in Calculus 3 because all the shape can be moved with only by the cursor at the Maple software. I think it's a great way for students to learn on how to plot all the graph, the interesting shape in the Maple software, because it actually helps us to strive better and succeed in our life, and especially in our Calculus 3 subject. Thank you so much for watching.